Hello students, welcome to the class of EDCA. So in this video let us see the topic synchronous motors. Okay, so what do you mean by a motor? A motor is an electrical machine. AC electric is an electrical machine which converts electrical power to mechanical work. Okay, so a motor is a machine which converts AC power to mechanical work. So what do you mean by synchronous motor? A synchronous motor is a motor which always runs in synchronous speed given by Ns is equal to 120 F by P, where capital P is the number of poles in the machine and small f is the frequency of the input voltage. So motor is a machine which converts electrical power to mechanical work. So we are supplying the electrical power to the machine and we are achieving the mechanical output at the rotor. Okay, so we are achieving the mechanical power at the rotor shaft. Okay, so the rotor will be always running in synchronous speed, hence the name synchronous motor. Okay, so this is the diagram of a synchronous motor. So here I have drawn a 2-pole synchronous motor. Let us see these are the poles, 2-pole synchronous motor, to which we are applying since it is a 3-phase machine, we are applying a 3-phase voltage into the machine. We are applying a voltage to the machine and we are applying the electrical power at the stator and we are achieving the mechanical work at the rotor side. And the rotor will be, since it is a synchronous motor, this rotor will be always running in synchronous speed given by Ns equal to 120 F by P. Okay, so coming into the construction, the field winding of this motor is energized by DC, whereas the armature winding is connected to the 3-phase supply mains. Okay, so coming into the construction part, the construction of a synchronous motor is similar to that of synchronous generator. So here you can see the construction is more same, that is similar to the alternator or the synchronous generator. It also consists of a stator and rotor. The stator will be consisting of 3-phase armature winding, 3-phase winding. The stator will be consisting of armature winding and the rotor will be consist of the field winding. Okay, so it also has the armature and field winding. So it also will be having the brushes assembly to convert this rotating part to the stationary part and bearings and stator lamination. So the construction is similar to that of a synchronous generator. Okay, so based upon the construction or based upon the type of rotor used, the synchronous motors can also be classified into classification of synchronous motor. Okay, so according to the type of rotor used, the synchronous motor can also be classified into salient pole synchronous motor and second one is non-salient pole or cylindrical pole. Okay, so similar to that of synchronous generator, synchronous motor can also be classified into salient pole synchronous motor. So this is the salient, this one drawn here is the salient pole synchronous motor which will be applied in low speed application. And next one is the cylindrical pole synchronous motor that will be applied. You can apply this motor at the very large speed synchronous motors. Okay, so this is the classification of synchronous motor and where we are applying the synchronous motor is. So the synchronous motor application is, they are preferred for large power low speed application. So the main application of synchronous motor is they are used in large power low speed application, large power low speed applications. Okay, so synchronous motors are called doubly excited motor. Synchronous motors are called doubly excited motor because the synchronous motor stator is excited with AC. We are giving the AC supply, therefore the stator is excited with AC and the rotor is excited with the DC. So there are two excitations, therefore it is also called as a doubly excited motor because the stator is excited with the AC and the rotor is excited with the DC. Therefore two excitations we are providing to the motor, therefore it is also called as a doubly excited motor. Okay, and the most specialty of the synchronous motor is it always runs at synchronous speed, that is it always runs at a constant speed called synchronous speed. Okay, so this is due to the magnetic locking between the stator and the rotor. So we can see what is the magnetic locking between the stator and the rotor in the principle of operation part. Okay, so this synchronous motor will be always running at synchronous speed due to the magnetic locking between the stator and the rotor. And if we are drawing a torque speed carrier, so it will be, if it is a torque, speed is represented with N. Okay, speed carrier. So the carrier will be, the speed will be always a constant speed of ns, right? So the torque slip carrier will be like this. Okay, the speed will be always constant for all the torque. Okay, next we can see some of the applications of synchronous motors. So some of the applications of synchronous motors are they are used in low speed, low head pump. Low head means low speed. Okay, so low speed, large power low speed, large power low head pumps. If the head is low, the speed will be low. Okay, large power low head pumps, reciprocating pumps, compressors, rolling mills, crushers and blowers, draft fans, etc. Okay, next we can see the advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages of the synchronous motor, they can be applied at large power low speed applications. So for large power low speed applications, the synchronous motors are cheaper compared with the induction motors. So the advantages is synchronous motors are cheaper than induction motors for the application of large speed and large power and low speed applications. The synchronous motors are cheaper compared with the induction motors of same rating. Induction motor we can study in the next module. Okay, and the second advantage is it is always runs at a synchronous speed, so it is a constant speed. It always runs at a constant speed. Okay, The third advantage is the power factor can be controlled. The power factor of the system can be controlled by the synchronous motors. So we can see in the later part how we are controlling the power factor. So the synchronous motors are used to control the power factors in the system. So that is an advantage. Okay. Next we can see what are the disadvantages. Okay, what are the disadvantages of synchronous motor? Okay, so one of the main disadvantages is it is not having a self-starting torque. Not having a self-starting torque. So this is the main disadvantage of synchronous motor, that is it does not have a self-starting torque. So some methods are used to start the machine. Some methods are needed to start the synchronous motor, and it does not have any self-starting torque. That is, starting torque will be 0, but it has good running torque. But running torque is good. Starting torque is 0, but it has good running torque. So one of the main disadvantage of synchronous motor is it does not have any self-starting torque. So these are the introduction about the synchronous motors. Okay, thank you.